So the three sectors that I want to show you here is actually quite unique and quite weird, because I wouldn't expect to see this happening in these different sectors for me. And I want to share with you what those three sectors are today and why I believe these three sectors that not many people are actually talking about right now could be one of the greatest opportunities out there. You see, for me, guys, I'm always looking for what is that next sector that's likely to blow. All right. And what I mean by that is whenever I'm looking at the markets, when I'm looking at any of these markets, whether it's USO or the energy sector or the tech sector, or even things like platinum. I had a beautiful trade on platinum just recently as well too. I'm not a lover of any market. In fact, I don't care about any. I don't really care about any market. So many people that I find when it comes to the markets is they love a market. Oh, I'm a gold trader. Why are you just a gold trader? There's so many opportunities that are across our markets from here that are doing really, really well, right? So if I bring up, say, for example, platinum, this here was the platinum trade that I took, meaning I got in on the breakout through here. Right, I talked about this on YouTube as well too. So some of you guys have been following me for the last few months. You would know that this is, yeah. So I got in on here, and then my exit was on this right here, this day right here. And so far, that's where I got out, and I actually made 250% return on my investment on this one here. Really, really, really nice setup from there. And that's what I'm always looking for. Right? I'm looking for those pockets of opportunities where I can identify really good opportunities of having a big move. I'm scouring the markets all the time from individual sectors like the commodity prices. Say, for example, I saw platinum moving, so therefore I took advantage of platinum. It could be corn, could be soybeans, gold, silver, energy market, oil. It could be an individual stock, like I shared with you here, right? GRPN. This is an individual stock that I literally just got out of on Friday's close. And the thing is this, look at this here. Right, so I got in right here on this close through here. All right, I got in on this level through here, and I literally got out on Friday, and it was just over 300% return on my options. I like to trade options. That's one of the reasons why I like to trade options, by the way. Now you think about that for a minute, okay? Think about this for a minute, right? 300% return. If I put on 10% of my account on this trade here, and this is one of the reasons I'm trying to share with you why. One, I don't care about any market, and two, I'm just looking for these opportunities, right? Because it could be on an individual stock. And the last sort of 6 weeks have been amazing for me. I've had a 250% return on platinum and a Groupon trade, and I'll get to those three sectors in just a minute. But I want to share something with you. The reason why I trade the way I trade. Firstly, I'm not looking to scalp or anything like that. What I'm looking to do is I'm looking to get in and hold it for a few weeks and try to generate a profit here, right? But look at this here. If you bring it down to percentages terms, if I trade 10% of my account here, and let's just say I only had something, I'll use a much smaller number here, right? But let's just say I only had something like $100,000 trading account. And I put on, this is again, what I'm about to share with you is the secret to having small profits, big profits and managing your risk as well too, right? Firstly, identifying these good opportunities in the first place. And then once you understand identifying these opportunities in the first place, then you'll be able to start to really ramp it up on how do you really increase your account. And this is the reason why I love trading options, right? So if I put on 10% of my account and I know the right option to buy, firstly, I'm identifying a good trade in the first place, okay? So I put 10% of my account on $100,000 is what? $10,000, right? With me so far? Now, for me, a big loss on this one here would be 50%. So I'm risking what? $5,000. $5,000. Okay, so I'm trying to share with you, how do you really excel throughout the year? How do you really do that? How do you get some really good growth throughout the year? Okay, and it's not by scalping. Scalping doesn't work. Getting into a trade now and holding it for a few weeks. In this case, I think it was about 6 weeks or so that I was in this trade. Now, here's the thing. Okay. So my risk was a big loss for me. It would be 5,000. An average loss is 20 to 30%, right? So an average loss would be 2 to 3,000 on this one here, because of the option that I buy. But a big loss would be 50% here, right? So I'm risking $5,000 here. Now in this case, the $10,000 here made me 300%. Right? It was actually just over 300%. So that is what? That's a $30,000, that's a 30K profit, right? Which is what on this here? Which is a 30% growth on the account. And the 30% growth came from having a maximum, or a large loss would be 5% loss. So if by taking a 5% risk on my account, and I'm using this just simple numbers here, by taking a 5% risk on my account, I grew my account by 30%. Now, obviously, if you're much more confident in the strategy, you can start to do 20%, right? But that's what this trade was here for, right? That's what this trade here. So I grew my account. I actually grew it by a lot more because I had a lot more than 10% of my account on this trade because it was so good. But anyway, the purpose of me saying here is that if I was just using this here, 10% of my account, the account grew by 30%. By actually doing this here. So this was trade number one. Now remember what I said about Groupon. So sorry, this is the Groupon, Platinum, right? Platinum was what? Another 250%. So this one here was a 300%. And then I also had Platinum, which was another 250% here, right? And let's just say I had another 10K on that another 10K. Again, risk is that there. And this one here is 10K is what? A $25,000 profit. Now, a $25,000 profit is what? We're talking about a 25%. We're talking now a 25K profit, right? Which was a 250% on the platinum trade. Is what? And now another 20. Now this is another 25% increase in the account. So as you can see, by taking sort of by these two trades here alone. By having roughly around a 10% maximum, round about maximum risk on my account on this here, right? As you can see, because there's roughly 5% here, 10% of my account is on the trade, but it's only a big loss for me is 50%, which is 5%, right? So I had about 10% on that was right. That's a big loss for me if I do get a loss from there. By taking a 10% risk on the account, I actually grew my account by how much? 55%. In two trades by taking about a 10% risk on the account. You see what I'm saying there, right? So this is one of the reasons why I like trading options. This is one of the reasons why if you want to do really well through trading, guys, the way that I trade is I trade the last half an hour, maybe an hour of the US markets, identify trades here, and I hold it for a big profit. And then I can start to leverage up from there. Make sense? And this is how this here, by this trade here and this trade here. And the purpose of me saying this as well too is like, as you can see, one was on platinum and another one was this one here. And the last 6 weeks have been incredible for me because one, getting into trades, and two, not scalping, all right? Scalping is, if you're day trading like 2-minute charts, it's just not worth it, right? As you can see, just two trades here. And this is how you have successful years, right? You can actually have a really good growth on your account by taking actually not that big risk. Now, again, that's it. This is the template here. The big thing about this level here, right? The big thing about this level here is when it comes down to my personal trading is you got to understand what a good trade looks like in the first place. And that's where I find a lot of traders that's where a lot of you guys are not getting it right. You don't know what a good trade looks like, and you're not even trading that. You're trading based off something that's just not good, right? And what I mean by that is that you're like, I'm gonna go buy some gold today because the debt's gonna explode. Like, that's not a trading setup, right? This is a trading setup here. And so I hope you can see here, guys, that the purpose of me bringing this up to you here is to show you, if you really want to get ahead, this is the reason why what I do for myself, this is why I have good years, is because I could have a 55% loss here. If my next trade is a 5% loss by doing the same thing all over again, well then, as you can see, right, how many times do I need to have a losing trade and hit my big loss for this profit to wipe out? You see what I'm saying here, right? So this is the art of having small risk on your account, or smaller risk on your account. And you can bring it down to even more, right? You could do 5% of your account and having 2.5% being a maximum risk there. right? So I hope that really makes sense to you guys. And I wanted to share that with you here before I get into these two sectors, because one of the really big interesting thing is I'm finding that that the secret to your success in trading is, one, actually following a trading setup. It blows my mind to see so many people not even following any plan. It's just like a whatever, right? Oh, I think gold's going to go up. Let's go buy gold. Or the debt's going to explode. Let me go do this one here. Or, or Iran just got hit. Let's go buy oil. It's like, you see what I'm saying? It's all over the place. And so I just wanted to share that with you there, guys. Let's get into now the three different markets that I really wanted to share with you here. So the first market here that I see is looking at SIL. So SIL for me, guys, is actually looking quite good, because as you can see, look at this top screen up here. This top screen up here for me, and once again, traders, I must stress this. As you can see, like, I'm scouring the market. I'm scouring the entire market for opportunities. Don't limit yourself. There's so many opportunities out there from individual stocks. Then now I'm looking at the silver mining sector. Why? Because it's actually setting up now for my trading setup. That's the number one thing for you guys. You need to have a good trading setup and then go look for that. So what I'm looking at here right now is I'm looking at this one here, because one, I'm actually getting very close to a setup here on the silver mining sector. So I'm actually getting my trading set up firstly, but also secondly is, as you can see, look at this here. If we break this level here, right? If we start to get something like this going on, that's going to be that through there. That's going to be that through there. Once we get that, we're probably going to have a move back up towards this 80 level from there to there. So that actually could be a really nice trade. Now, it's not set up for me right now, but the silver mining sector could be setting up. I probably need maybe another week's worth of action. And then I need my confirmation, I need my setup, and I need my confirmation entry bar as well too. So that's the first market there, guys, the silver. And also, yes, AG as well too, right? So AG is potentially setting up quite nice as well. AG actually had a nice move up, and we're just going sideways now, which is quite good. This is what you want, right? Or for me anyway, this is what I want. I want to see a sideways movement. Because how markets move, right? They go through waves, don't they? They go through waves up, and then they go through sideways, and they go through wave up, and they go for pullbacks. And right, we want to see this one here so we can jump in on this move here. So the AG, again, I'm not in AG now, and I'm not in the silver mining sector now, guys. Very, 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 very important point. I need to wait for my setup. I'm getting my setup now. Now I need to wait for my setup to complete, and then I need my entry candle. See what I'm saying here, guys, right? You guys want to be part of the top percent of people that do really well at trading. See what I'm saying here? And I'm not just utilizing general technical analysis. What I am using I am using analysis on these charts here, but at the end of the day, I'm still looking for my trading setup. Make sense? So actually the silver mining sector and also AG are those three, or those two different markets, or silver, AG, and then also that could be setting up quite nicely. Now, it may not set up, okay? So what you want to do is you want to wait for confirmation. The reason why my trading it does so well is, one, I can keep my losses small, but also secondly, I wait for confirmation for me to actually get into the trade first. It's so important. Now, what does confirmation mean? Confirmation means that you have your setup, and you have the confirmation simply means, what exactly are you looking for in a if you're looking to get in today, do you actually have a precise entry bar? That's the reason why with my trading, it's black and white. I have my setup, and boom, this is the exact candle I'm looking for, exact bar I'm looking for me to enter the market. It's so important for you guys to actually have that. If you don't, that's where you need to go get help, right? You need to go invest in coaching, or my stuff or someone else's stuff. But that's where you should be going down the path there. Now, most of you guys are saying, shut up, John, who cares? And that's okay. You're the people that come to me say, I've just lost $100,000 or $20,000 because I have no idea what I'm doing. And that's okay. You can keep going down that path if you want, but don't blame me when 6 months down the road, 12 months down the road, you're going to say, trading is so difficult. No, it's difficult for you because you're not even going to the market. The number one thing every single one of you guys need to do. You want to be professional? You want to have a professional, meaning You want to have professional trading results, meaning the top 1%. This is what the top 1% do. When they go to the market, they go to the market looking for their trading setup. Most of you guys right now are entering the markets and getting involved with the markets right now. And you're just, let me turn up the charts and let's see what looks good. Wrong. You are going to get run over. And I guarantee 90% of you guys watching this video right now are doing that. You're losing a lot of money this year. I just walked you through some of the trades that I did just recently. And while I actually had to be patient this year, the last 6 weeks have just exploded my trading account into big profits there. Because of that mentality there, right? So your number one thing is this, is actually, if you want to get professional trading results, meaning the pros, how they get good results, you want to be that. The number one thing is, do you even know what you're looking for? And I guarantee you, most of you are not. Most of you are going to this market right now and you're looking at this market and you are saying, oh, let's just see what looks good. Oh, this is at support. Let me try this and let me try that. And all this, it's not it. Okay. It's not it. As I said before, the reason I'm focusing on AG and SIL is because not only do I see them potentially going up, but they're actually setting up right now. I'm actually getting the first part of my actual setup setting up now. Now I need to see the setup complete, and I need to see my confirmation candle to tell me now's the day to get involved with it. Otherwise, you're just gonna keep getting run over. And if you haven't been doing well this year, and you have been trading like that, right? Yes, you've been having a bad year this year. And you can blame everyone else, but I guarantee you, if you're having a bad year this year, I guarantee you're not following one trading approach, right? You're just simply not. And you've got two things here. One, you can start to look at the mirror and say, am I actually really following a trading plan every single day? Meaning every day, guys, I look at the market, I'm looking for the same trading setup. Last year, year before, it's all the same thing. Every single day, I look for the exact same trading setup. Tomorrow, I'm going to look for, you know what I mean? Like all that sort of stuff. Now, that's what's setting up right now, potentially, and I need to wait for this here. The other two markets that I really want to sort of bring home out in today's video for this sort of coaching video for you is two different markets. Now, check this out. So, if I bring up this monthly chart here, and again, I don't actually have like any trading setup setting up right now on these markets here, but it is one. There is a few sectors that I see setting up potentially right now, and that is XLE. XLE for me, guys, is setting up in a way where we are getting a lot of sort of sideways. Look at this here. Look at all that sideways pattern there. So if the energy sector keeps going and we start to get a break above 100, we could be getting ready for a 6 to 12 month breakout to the upside. Probably start to see a really, really, really nice move to the upside from there, right? And so that's what I'm seeing from there. This is so for me personally, what am I going to do? This is monthly charts here. I'm going to go to my daily charts. I'm going to be watching this, over the next 2, 3, 4, 5 months, because if it does set up here, that could be my what? That could be my next big trade, right? And if I did 10% of that and it does another 30%, it does another 300%, guess what? My account just went up another my account just went up another 30%, right? Or if I do 20% of my trading account, my account just went up 60% in one trade. See what I'm saying here, right? There's all these pockets of opportunities. And are you being swayed by headlines, media, or so on and so forth? Or are you keeping an eye on these things? Because when they do pop, that's when you can take advantage of it. Groupon was an example there. Platinum. What was platinum? I was watching platinum, watching, boom, took advantage of it and did really well from it. All right? And this is how you do really well from there. So that's XLE. And the last one I wanted to share with you here is USO. That's what I probably would have had on the thumbnail for this video. And if we go and actually have a look at this here, there we go, right there. So if you look at this here, right, we could potentially be setting up one sort of big, sort of massive, but I'm telling you right now, especially the number one market that's likely to make a massive move, and I'm hoping I get my trading set up to appear, because it could be it could just, You know, traders, I've had trades that do 1,000% return in a couple of months, right? In about 2 months. That's what USO could be for me. That's what the oil market right now could be for me. I believe the oil market has actually found a bottom. And if we actually bring up the oil market here, and let me show you the oil market, I believe that looking at oil, this is the weekly chart. This is now a false breakdown, right? We broke down. This is now a false breakdown, and we're breaking back up. Massive high probability. We just found a bottom in oil, and while we're sort of holding through here, once we break up, we're about to see an absolutely just gun ho move out of oil. And I'm just hoping that I do get a setup, even on the oil price. I'll take a trade on oil. It doesn't matter, USO, whatever, right? But I'm hoping I do get a setup here because I do see this thing starting to make a bit of a pullback. And then oil is about to have a really, really, really big move to the upside. And which to me, like fundamentally, if Trump is doing what he's doing, which is, you know, drill baby drill, oil, supplies, all that sort of stuff, okay, right? More supply, less demand, price go down. But something's not right here, right? The price of oil is saying that this here is now falling to bottom, and we're about to see a big move to the upside in oil. So the oil market, guys, the USO market is one. And again, for me, guys, I must stress this here. I'm always looking for opportunities where I can get in today, hold it for a month or two, have a big profit, and have a big profit on my account in one trade. And this is the reason why you guys that are scalping, I guarantee you're not successful, right? Small profit, losses, big loss, blow up account. Small profit, right? For me, so there's two different things here. The reason why I do really well out of trading is I do have my losses, right? But one, I'm not an active trader. I'm happy to sit on my hands for a few weeks or a few months and wait for the next really good opportunity to come around. Because remember, as I said before, that if I did 10% of my account and I did 200-300% move in a month, now my account's up 20-30%, right? In that time. How many times do I need to do that before I'm starting to hit that 50-100% growth on my account? Now, if you start to increase your account and you start to have, you know, $100,000 trading account, and then you start to really increase it to where you got maybe $500,000 trading account or $1 million trading account, right? And you start to use the same percentages, you can start to see how you can do quite well out of the markets. And this is how I've just become successful out of trading. It's not about trading a lot and trading every single day. It's about waiting for these pockets of opportunities and take advantage of them as well too. And for me, this USO price right now, if I can get a good setup on the USO price, it is going to be the greatest trade that I haven't taken not only this year, but I believe in the last 10 years out of all my trading, USO could be one of my most successful trades because it's setting up like that. And if I do get my setup and it confirms, it could just absolutely explode. And the result of this could be absolutely just tremendous. Know what you're looking for, analyze the markets, be patient, be okay not taking a trade for a few months or more, and then we can go from there, right? So guys, if you need help with this sort of stuff, then I think that second link in the description there, guys, that's an application to my coaching program. If you do need help with this sort of stuff, guys, fill out the application form, and I'll personally have a speak to you real soon.